How long does it take for someone to be completely forgotten? The world is full of names and stories, yet only a few endure permanently. Some people, like Albert Einstein, Cleopatra, or Martin Luther King, have gone down in history through their deeds. Their names stand for groundbreaking moments and unforgettable achievements. But even these figures are, in the end, merely symbols. The people behind them, their worries, their laughter, their deepest secrets, all of that is lost. For most people, memory is even more fleeting. A mother who gave everything for her children or a friend who provided support in difficult times often remains unforgotten only within small circles. Yet, even these personal memories fade faster than we would like to admit. Everyday life returns, and the world keeps turning as if nothing had happened. After a loss, often a photo remains on the wall. It is a final connection, a symbol of remembrance. But over time, even this picture is taken down, placed in a drawer, and eventually disappears entirely. The stories associated with it are told less and less until they finally fall silent. The memory, once vivid, fades and becomes nothing more than a footnote in history. The second generation after a person may still know their name, but by the third, they are hardly remembered. Great-grandparents, whose lives were once meaningful, become faint entries in a family tree. Their faces on old photographs have no stories anymore. Their hopes, fears, and dreams are lost forever. It is a painful thought. One day, everyone will be forgotten. The memories that are still shared about us today die with those who keep them alive. In the end, nothing remains, no photo, no thought, no trace. The world moves on, untouched by our absence. It is as if we had never existed. Yet, there is also comfort in this. Our lives may be fleeting, but in the moments we had, we truly lived. Our words, our actions, and our love leave traces, if only for a short time. Perhaps it is not about remaining for eternity, but about creating meaning in the now. A smile, a comforting word, a helping hand. These are the things that define us. The question of why we long so much to be remembered leads to a realization. It is not the fear of death, but the hope that our lives will leave a lasting impression. But the truth is, life itself is the greatest impression. Every conscious moment, every connection to another person is proof of our existence. In the end, the last trace of a person disappears when no one is left to remember them. But before that moment comes, there was a life that was lived. There were dreams that were dreamed and stories that were written. Even if that story fades, it has left marks, in the world, in other people, and in the unstoppable flow of life. Perhaps we should remind ourselves that life is not about being remembered forever. It is about celebrating the now, living with open eyes and hearts. We should take the time to think of those we have lost, to speak their names, to share their stories, and to pause for a moment. For in that pause, they continue to live on, in our thoughts and memories. And perhaps that is the true meaning of remembrance, a fleeting light in the darkness of transience.